Hey there, music fans. Thank you for coming along this musical journey with me, and welcome to this channel if it's your first time seeing it, and if not, and you're a regular, thank you for sticking around. What have I been listening to? The long version of the short, and if you just know me from the shorts, welcome along again. So, what have I been listening to? Elvis. Elvis is back. Why it's called Elvis is back is Elvis was in the army for 2 years, and this was his first album after he got released from the army, and it's an absolute classic of an album. And what's interesting about this album is this was the 60s, before the Beatles, before Bob Dylan. Things changed out after 1962, so very good album to have in your collection. Up next, the Beatles Rubber Soul from their the complete Beatles box set. It has four albums. They're the American versions of the Beatles releases, and I highly recommend that box set. A little bit on the pricey side for what it is, but what you're getting is you're getting the American releases of all their early albums up as far as Rubber Soul, and they're both on stereo and mono. And for some reason, I listened to this on both the iPhone, or not on the iPhone, on the iPlayer, and on the on this one. And the iPlayer does not have Run for Your Life on it for some reason or other. And Run for Your Life is, of course, a big nod to the King. So there you go. Also in 1965, we have Bob Dylan bringing it all back home. These two albums were released the same year, and of course, Elvis was hitting his low point at his career at that time. That's actually when he met the Beatles. So you have swings and roundabouts, and I think the Beatles gave him a bit of encouragement to get back to what he was good at, and he brought out How Great Thou Art, and then a few years later, 69, he got back on off the movies and back on stage. Been listening to David Bowie, Young Americans. If you don't have this album in your collection, please do. There's Beatles cover song on this one, Across the Universe, and John Lennon plays guitar on Fame. And this is just a fantastic album. And I got it in a box set. Who Can I Be Now? I've done a presentation of that in my last video, and this is just absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite David Bowie albums. That Station to Station, Scary Monsters, Low. There's so many. Spoiled for choice, really. But I'm not too familiar with his later stuff, so I'll have to explore that this year. And I'm waiting on a David Bowie live at Glastonbury CD box from Japan. And this one, this is fantastic. Miles Davis, Around Midnight. Please listen. I'll be listening to this again and again, and it's just absolutely amazing. From 1957, before the 60s. Then I've been listening to, first time listening to Kansas, and this is Lefterture. I think it's called Leftoverture. And fantastic. Carry On Wayward Son is on it, and it's just absolutely brilliant. I didn't know anything about them. I just said I'll get it and see what they're about. I knew they were prog rock. They're an American prog rock band, and just absolutely brilliant. Go check it out. Another recommendation. Judas Priest live in Japan. Absolutely amazing. I know there's a bit of controversy about this album, but if you enjoy it, you enjoy it, and I certainly enjoyed it. Maybe one or two dodgy albums in their catalogue, but overall, you can't go too wrong with Judas Priest, especially with the live one. Then we have The Who. If you don't know who The Who are, they are what I would call an electric folk band from Mongolia. And this is their live at Glastonbury concert, and they're just absolutely fantastic. Sounding a little bit like The Mission, but Not really, not really. That'd be kind of the nearest I would put him to. And I quite like this concert. It's really, really just good. And they kind of look like they're kind of out of Mad Max movie. You have the all the cars, you have the guys on the guitars, on the car with flamethrowers and stuff like that. That's kind of like the hue, a little bit like Lordy as well. So I've been listening to the Stephen Wilson mix of this, and I found it absolutely fantastic. And I'm be going to HMV shortly, so if I see the Blu-ray of the Stephen Wilson mix, I'll be definitely picking it up. So, and a few other items as well. Mainly on the movie front, I'll be looking for the airport disaster movies. I'll be looking for Tron on 4K, and what else? A couple of Michael Bay movies, Underground 6 and 13 Hours. So, in touch with my inner Danny Butterman, and I don't care. Love Bites, absolutely a fantastic album. When I listened to this album first, I didn't really like it. I thought it was the weakest out of the bunch. And now I'm kind of just it's becoming a firm favorite. There's Love Bites, and they're named after not the Def Leppard song, not the Judas Priest song, but a Hailstorm song called Love Bites and So Do I. And when they were practicing, they were enjoying practicing on that song, and that's why they got called themselves Love Bites. And I'm looking forward to their new album in February, and we will be getting both versions, the Heaven and Hell version, and there's two concerts with the new release, and that's why they're called the Heaven and Hell version. Baby Metal, absolutely love the Baby Metal. They're the trailblazers in Japan. They're going 15 years, and they released Headbanger, and check out the new video. And what happened was I was watching a movie called King of Kong and a Fistful of Quarters, all about getting into the world, the Guinness Book of Records, playing Donkey Kong, and all about arcade games documentary. And then I put on Headbanger, and that was which I'd forgotten was released. Didn't know anything about the video, and then I put it on after watching King of Kong, and that was a nice synchronicity. This one is Baby Metal, Metal Resistance, I think. Excellent album, but most of their albums are. And lastly, but not leastly, is Bandmate World Domination, an absolutely fantastic band, and I highly, highly recommend getting to know Bandmate, even if you don't understand the lyrics. They're in Japanese, but Japanese people like American and English rock and roll, so they have no problem listening to that, so no problem listening to Japanese metal. Thank you ever so much for coming along, and thank you for all the comments, all the likes, and all the shares, and we look forward to talking to you again in the next video, and that will be What Have I Been Watching. Thank you.